Let's wind back the clock to around 1162, a time when the vast steppes of Mongolia were home to numerous nomadic tribes. Amid this rugged landscape, a child named Temujin was born. Little did the world know, this child would grow to become a figure of immense power and influence. In his youth, Temujin was just another face among the nomads. But destiny had other plans. As he grew older, Temujin rallied the scattered tribes of Mongolia under a single banner. His charismatic leadership and strategic acumen resonated with the tribes, leading to an unprecedented unification. In the year of 1206, after a series of successful military conquests, Temujin was proclaimed Genghis Khan, which translates to universal ruler. The proclamation wasn't mere words, it was a declaration of intent, a promise of a future empire. And thus, the universal ruler was born, marking the beginning of the Mongol Empire. With power comes the desire to expand, and Genghis Khan was no exception. Born as Temujin, he rose to prominence by uniting the fragmented tribes of Mongolia. Upon his ascension in 1206, he adopted the title Genghis Khan, meaning universal ruler. And thus began the saga of the Mongol Empire. Genghis Khan was a military genius. He reorganized the Mongol army into disciplined units known as tumans, each containing 10,000 soldiers. This structure allowed for flexibility and swift movements on the battlefield, giving the Mongols a distinct advantage. His thirst for expansion led him to Central Asia, where he conquered the Khwarezmian Empire, a vast region encompassing modern-day Iran, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan. China too fell under his might, with the Jin Empire in the north succumbing to his forces. His battlefield prowess was matched only by his psychological warfare. His mounted archers and reputation for savagery spread fear among his enemies. With mounted archers and a knack for instilling fear, Genghis Khan carved his path through empires. But hold your horses, Genghis Khan wasn't just about conquering and instilling fear. Indeed, this Mongol leader had a surprisingly pragmatic and tolerant approach to the people he conquered. Rather than impose his own religious beliefs, he promoted religious freedom, allowing the conquered peoples to practice their faiths freely. It was a tactic that not only earned him some degree of respect, but also helped maintain peace within his vast empire. But that's not all. Genghis Khan also played a significant role in boosting trade along the Silk Road. This ancient trade route, stretching from China to the Mediterranean, was a vital artery for economic and cultural exchange between the East and the West. By securing and promoting its use, Genghis Khan facilitated an era of unprecedented cultural exchange and economic growth. So, while his battlefield exploits might dominate the history books, let's not forget his contributions off the battlefield. Genghis Khan, it seems, was as much a statesman as he was a warrior. Even the greatest of conquerors must meet their end, and Genghis Khan was no exception. As he passed in 1227, his empire did not crumble but rather expanded. His sons and grandsons took up his mantle, leading the Mongol Empire to even greater heights. They continued to conquer lands, spreading their influence from the Korean peninsula to the gates of Vienna. Yet, as with all empires, the Mongol Empire was not destined to last forever. It fragmented into several independent khanates, each with its own ruler. But don't you think for a moment that this was the end of Genghis Khan's story. His influence stretched far beyond his own lifetime. His legacy, marked by his innovative military tactics, his pragmatism and his relative tolerance, left an indelible mark on history. He shaped political structures, influenced cultures, and forged a path of exchange across a vast area of Eurasia. Even in death, Genghis Khan's legacy continued to shape the world. Before we wrap up, here are a few interesting tidbits about our universal ruler. Genghis Khan, despite commanding an empire with such vast reach, chose a nomadic lifestyle over settling in one place. He never established a permanent capital, leaving that task to his son Ogedei Khan, who selected Karakoram. Now get this. Our mighty Khan, who left an indelible mark on the world, left no trace of his final resting place. Despite countless attempts to locate his tomb, it remains one of history's enduring mysteries. Some say his burial site was so well hidden to protect it from grave robbers, while others suggest it was part of his wish to return to the earth anonymously. And there you have it, the life and reign of Genghis Khan. If you enjoyed this historical journey, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos. Until next time, keep exploring history.